Morning Juice. Sports, insight, and great storytelling. Starring Bobby Carpenter and Jeff Tito Thitoff. It's time to attack and dominate.
Attack and dominate. It's a Friday. Spring break on the horizon for you and your fam there, Carp. Bodie, it's your Friday, which is your favorite day of the week.
Oh, I mean, spring break's on the horizon for all of Ohio State and folks that are going to be gone. Where you choose to go, or if you choose to leave, that's your choice.
Morning, Bob. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Lots to talk about today here on Morning Juice. 2 full hours here on YouTube, the Fan app, HD3. Download the show anytime. Catch us from 10 a.m. to noon on 10 TV Plus. We are sponsored by Riverside Bank in Dublin. I believe we are live on Facebook and Twitter, Bodie. Does that sound pretty accurate today?
That should be, yep.
Look at that. We're like Ripken now. We're on quite the streak. Again, Morning Juice sponsored by Riverside Bank in Dublin. Lots to talk about today. The Buckeyes basketball team got a win. We'll hear from Jake Diebler in the second hour. It's an Ask AJ day, which is always fun. There's also another quarterback has been signed in the NFL to a new team. Yesterday, Ohio State men over Iowa 72-69. Moved to 21-11 on the season. They advanced to play Michigan today at noon. Our coverage starts at 11 a.m. The other results yesterday in the Big Ten tournament: Purdue over Northwestern 81-68, Wisconsin over Washington 85-82, and UCLA beat Rutgers 72-59. So the better seeded teams won in each of those games. Got another quadruple header of men's basketball today. Ohio State, Michigan, like I said, at noon. Wisconsin, Illinois at 2:30. Purdue, Nebraska at 6:30. UCLA, Michigan State at 9 o'clock. Those are all good games, Bob.
Yeah, these should be a fun little quarterfinal here for the Big Ten.
Cavs play the Mavs at 7:30 tonight. Jackets lost last night, 2-1 in overtime. Goalie Bob.
Keep getting points though. I mean, even in their losses over the last 5, they've got to be on a 5-game point streak.
Oh, I think it's like 7 or 8.
Even
honestly.
better.
Yeah.
Even better.
And they got a lot of help last night.
Bruins lost.
Detroit lost, and the Penguins lost. Islanders didn't play. So
I mean, if you're averaging
you got
like
point
a point
when
and a
everybody
half,
else lost,
yeah,
I mean,
if you're averaging like a point and a half a game, like it's a pretty good recipe for success. I'll take that.
They're now 1 point behind the Bruins for that final wild card spot, 2 points behind Detroit, 2 points behind the Islanders and Penguins each for, well, I guess Penguins are second in the Metro, tied for second with the Islanders. They're very close on that. 65 games into the season, they've played the same amount of games as Boston, the Islanders, and the Penguins. So that is there as well. But, yeah, you're right, Bob. They keep getting point. Look, last night, I wish they would have gotten the 2, but the fact they're still getting at least a point every game on the road. Florida's not that good this year, but Merzlikins was in goal. The way I look at it, Bob, anytime you get a point with Merzlikins in goal, it's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, he's been all right this year. I mean, he hasn't been great, but he has, the whole time, but he's played pretty well and played well last night, man. So they keep stacking points. I'm excited to see what this team can do. I mean, has Columbus ever made the playoff not in the wild card?
I don't know if the first time they make it was they
played Pittsburgh. So.
Right. Yeah, I remember that one. I'm trying to think of when because for a while it was just the top 4 teams in each division. But I don't know if that was it. Yeah.
Have they ever not been in the bottom 2?
I don't believe so, no. I think they're always yes. So you're right, Bob. So they got a chance here to make some serious hay in that one. Again, they are against Philly on Saturday as the second game, I believe, or third game in this road trip for them. But yes, good for the Jackets.
Second, third, or fourth.
One of those
3.
Bodie, that felt disrespectful.
I just liked how you.
No, it's 6:04 a.m. I don't need that from you right now. That's okay. No worries. It's okay.
We landed that plane.
That's fine. We got there eventually.
Turbulence.
It could be the 5th, could be the 1st, could be the 6th. I'm not sure. But somewhere, though, they are in a road trip, though. Let's just say that's accurate. World Baseball Classic tonight.
Oh.
United States, Canada, Bob.
Who do you play for?
You going to watch it?
Yeah. I'll watch that. I should. I mean, hopefully it's probably not as good as the hockey version, but,
Right, yeah.
Take what we can get.
It could be.
Hey, they were given a lifeline by Italy, and let's go take advantage of it.
And as Artie would say, that's still the United States up there, so it's us against us, according to Artie. Bob, how about you make us smarter, specifically me?
Time to get smarter. Morning Juice presents Today in History. Here's your professor, Bobby Carpenter.
All right, Bob, do your thing.
Oh, boy. It is. Let me pull the sound sheet out. This should be a good one here. It is March 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Oh. Friday the 13th. 72nd day of the year. 293 days remaining. On this date, 1933, the banks reopened after a temporary shutdown and closing during the Great Depression and the run on the banks. This date, 1960, the NFL's Chicago Cardinals moved to St. Louis to become the St. Louis Cardinals. How many teams Thitoff in the NFL have moved twice?
I think
to new locations. I'm not going to count like the Raiders oscillating back and forth between L.A. and Oakland.
You had the Cleveland Rams that became the L.A. Rams that became the St. Louis Rams.
Then back to L.A. Okay, so that's three.
One.
That's three locales.
Yeah, that's three locales there. I'm trying to think anyone else who would have moved.
Chicago Cardinals,
St. Louis Cardinals,
Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, that might be about it, Bob. The more I'm thinking about it, I mean, it's the Eagles and Steelers. When they combined, they were just the Steagles during like wartime or something. But I can't remember. I don't know if another team moved. I mean, Baltimore's just been Baltimore.
Tennessee, the Oilers moved to Memphis, but they were always the Tennessee Titans. That was a temporary move until the stadium was built.
Right.
So I didn't know if there was anyone else that I was missing.
The Chiefs became the Texans became the Chiefs, if I'm not mistaken. The Dallas Texans.
Yeah, that was one.
I
mean, the Colts moved once.
I don't think anybody else has, Bob, that many times. I don't know.
Okay. Just curious. You're the one that. The knowledge base for that.
I understand, yeah.
This date, 1965, Eric Clapton leaves the Yardbirds due to musical differences. The Yardbirds. Eric Clapton, one of only a handful of people that have been inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 3 times. This date, 1967, Penny Lane hits number 1.
Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes.
Inside, Bobby, I was singing, just so you know.
That's good.
You don't even look good when you sing.
Exactly. That's where you can keep it hidden in there.
Don't listen next week. Where's Penny Lane rank on your Beatles songs? 20? Top 20?
I don't know. 20. It's fringe top 20.
Okay.
I'm not a big. I mean, it's okay. It's a good song, but it's as far as the pantheon of what they're bringing, and it was one of their number 1 hits. Yeah. But I don't find it to be all that compelling, if you will. Probably like your singing. This date, 1976, the Eagles' greatest hits from 71 to 75 hits number 1.
Test me here, Bob. That's what she said.
There we go.
What a great song.
That's a good one.
It's a great one to sing to.
That's okay. You can sing to your car by yourself as loud as you want.
I'll call you and we'll do it on speakerphone.
$500 a week. This is what I get.
And this is what I get. You're flat.
You're so flat.
This date, 1988. A legend, Bob Seger, receives his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Working on mysteries without any clue.
I like it. The night moves.
Working on a night moves.
I mean, is it that hard for you? You're like a small child.
Yeah, it's fine. When it comes to singing, yeah, I want to sing.
That's good. Well, you can sing all you want.
I understand, Bob, but
do you realize like your level of impulse on that it needs to probably be tamed and controlled?
Bob, try taming a tiger, bud.
Well,
not easy.
Listen, that's what separates successful people from the rest. A little bit of self-control.
Gazelles out there in front of me. Go ahead.
1988, Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley hits number 1. I might never get stuff from the 70s or 80s again. I mean, Jeff, I don't know what you think you're doing or who
It's
you
like
think
Rick
you're.
Astley in that video.
You look nothing like Rick Astley.
That's fine, Bob. That's fine.
You said you were dancing like Rick Astley.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's a imitation for flattery there.
That he should be flattered.
And so who do you think you're entertaining with that?
Bob, I will tell you the joke off the air, but myself. Go ahead.
Okay, there you go. 1993, Eric Clapton with some more news. This is Unplugged hits number 1. And then in 1991, but you probably learned a little bit about this as it happened. Yeah. Had a great day for America or Alaska as the Exxon pays $1 billion and that's back in 1991.
Yeah.
For the Valdez oil spill up in Prince William Sound in Alaska.
It's not only the worst oil spill in U.S. history, it's by far the largest in such a remote, pristine area. The tanker, the Exxon Valdez, had just loaded more than 1 million barrels of Alaskan crude. It was about 25 miles from the Valdez terminal and was apparently trying to dodge ice flows from the nearby Columbia Glacier when it ran aground.
I want to assure everyone that Exxon is mobilizing all available resources to mitigate the impact from this incident. Exxon has assumed full financial responsibility for the incident.
Was that the one the captain of the ship was drunk?
I don't think so. Maybe
The
he was.
3-minute news clip that I watched there didn't mention anything about that, but
I mean, I was 8 years old when it happened, so the details around it are fairly sketchy. I just remember them showing the little seals and everything just covered in oil.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Wasn't a great look, to say the least. I can't wait to hear this next one you got. Born in 1911, dying in 86, the founder of Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard.
You know, people always ask me, Ron, how did you come up with Dianetics? And the answer is simple. I needed money. I'd tried writing science fiction, but those pulp publishers paid pennies, and let's be honest, I had bigger dreams. I wanted yachts, power, people hanging on my every word. And it occurred to me, religion. Now there's a business model. Tax-free, unquestioned authority, followers who defend you to the death. It was perfect.
kind of sounds like a cult.
Kinda.
Kinda.
It's great. I mean, listen,
Sure.
been in a lot of cults.
Yeah, both as a follower and a leader.
More money is a leader. More fun is fun.
Fun as a follower.
That's L. Ron. He wanted the money, the power, the yachts, everything
him.
else. Good for him.
Hey, we all got to make a living somehow.
Absolutely.
Joseph Hazelwood was fined $50,000, sentenced to 1,000 hours of community service. He was under the influence. I don't know if he's legally drunk or not, but he was the captain of the Exxon Valdez.
You know, there's not a lot to hit out in the ocean.
Yeah.
He somehow managed to find the
He
shore.
found it, though.
When you got a million barrels of oil in there,
Yeah.
not to mention the cost of it and the
Yeah.
environmental hazard that could be there. Come on now, big dog. I can't be getting sauced on the job, boats. William H. Macy turning 76 today.
You have no call to get snippy with me. I'm just doing
this
my
is
job
great.
here.
I'm not arguing here. I'm cooperating. And we're doing all we can.
Sir, could I talk to Mr. Gustafson? Mr. Lundegaard.
Well, heck, if you wanna play games here, I'm working with you on this thing here, but okay. I'll do a damn luck count.
Sir, right now?
Yeah, right now. You're darn tootin'. So damn important to you.
Was he in Boogie Nights? Was it the one whose wife was always constantly like flaunting in his face that she was doing things? Was that him? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I don't know if that's him or not. We'll see here.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
movie.
he was.
He
Little
was
Will.
in Boogie Nights.
Okay. Yeah, he was the one whose wife was constantly like, he would walk
Yeah.
in and see her doing things off camera with other people, and she would just say
Doing
to
what things, Tito?
well, it's just, and then she would like, get out. Like, I'm busy.
It was his wife, one of the stars.
His wife's one of the stars, but I think she was doing some practice stuff or some off-the-field conditioning.
walkthrough reps.
Yes, walkthroughs, what she was doing.
You know, you got to make sure that everything's scripted and you're ready to go.
Absolutely right. Pump and run.
Well,
Didn't wear that
I mean,
medal today.
listen, if you're married to someone who's in the adult film industry, I mean,
You're kind of giving her a hall pass.
There you go. Dana Delany turning 70 years old today.
So I lay there trying not to replay the shift. What I did, what I should have done. I slept a few hours and then I headed over to the post-op ward to check the men and see which ones pulled through. I don't remember him dying. I don't remember him. I wish I did. I wish to God I did.
You seem to remember that night pretty well, Lieutenant.
I don't. They're all like that. I just picked one at random.
What's that from?
China Beach.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I don't know. Typically, when I don't really know the actor or actress, I just Google what's their most famous role and most famous scene, and
yeah, that's it.
That was on there. So,
is she younger in that?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Okay, yeah, she was in Tombstone. She was very good in that.
Of course, she was younger than that, Bob. We're all older every second. But when you did
the
that,
youngest she'll ever be is right now.
Right now. Dana Plato. I looked up her because when you said Dana Delany, I thought, oh, that's from Different Strokes. But no, Dana Plato's the woman the girl from Different Strokes who ended up dying very young.
Yeah,
I'd forgot about Dana Delany. Yeah, it's not her.
She's 70 today, by the way.
Right.
Jamie Dimon, also 70, the J.P. Morgan Chase CEO. Will Clark, 6-time All-Star. San Francisco Giants, not a friend of Barry Bonds. He didn't get along very well, but they were the two best players for a number of years. Turning 60. Trent Dilfer. Maybe not the most successful college football coach in the history. Did win a Super Bowl as a quarterback, worked a long time at ESPN, turning 54.
Third quarter. Frustration gets to Dilfer. He's hit by John Randall. He says Randall was going for his knees. And look at Dilfer. Get down. It's 2 out of 3 falls to curfew. And he was ejected from the game, was the quarterback for fighting with an all-pro defensive lineman. Then, yip, whoop, yip, whoop. The basic moon to John Garak 3-yard pass. Oh, the Vikings rolled. In the first half, yardage 351 to 83.
You cannot lose games in the NFL and still win.
Great quote.
Yeah. Can't argue with that, right?
I mean, if you lose the game, definitely not going to win it.
Hearing Berman do that is like comfort food for me. Like, I'm not saying Berman's great or whatever. I don't know if people like Berman. If you like Berman, great. If you don't, that's okay too. But I still, Bob, they do NFL primetime streaming only on Sunday nights. It's Tito and Booger McFarland, and I don't need to watch it, but I still have it on. I still I call it up and I listen to it just because for so long it was such a important thing on Sunday nights.
There we go. It was good. It was a big deal. We didn't have cable, so I didn't get to watch it growing up. I didn't start watching until I was in high school or into college there. But always fun. It was great to see those guys. They were always fun when I was up at ESPN, and really good dudes. Caron Butler, 2-time All-Star, turning 46 years young today. And Bodie's favorite singer of all time, Jack Harlow, turning 28.
Ooh, like Gilbert Arenas, shoot my shot, I'm still with the demons. Ooh, I keep it thorough. I got 5 chicks in New York, that means 1 in each borough. I'm in the pocket like Burrow. When I'm back home, no, they treat me like Robert De Niro. Took her to talk about butter or churro. Took her home, gave her a cinnamon swirl.
What's your thoughts on that?
Had to cut it off there. Next line was,
I've got 5 in New York.
Friendly.
That means 1 in each borough.
I'm in the pocket like Burrow. When
Is
I'm
that
back
Joe
home,
Burrow? Is that Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
They treat me like De Niro?
Yeah, back home, though, they treat me like Robert De Niro.
One of the guys
going to talk about, got her a churro.
One of the guys in Naughty by Nature said, you think I rap too fast, I think you listen too slow. I have found that out, Bob, about me when we're in the car, and my daughter wants to listen to Hits 1, and I usually can't tell if it's an inappropriate song or not until it's way too late. Because I now am at the point where I listen too slow.
Not sure exactly what that means, but we'll figure that out. You know what? Maybe we'll get you on some caffeine and get you on some exercises to help.
How do I exercise my ears?
It's a great question.
The brain, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I exercise the brain? Okay, how do I do that?
Some different
Smack
things.
your head against the wall.
Yeah. You
Okay,
do some Sudoku. not watch just old reruns of sports games and watch old magazines. Turning 22 today, the French Open champ and U.S. Open champ, and one of the great, hopefully, rising U.S. women's tennis stars, Coco Gauff.
What message do you have for all of them?
Can I take the mic for this one?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay. God. Well, thank you first to my parents. Today was the first time I've ever seen my dad cry. He doesn't want me to tell y'all that.
Heck of a day.
But he got caught in 4K. He thinks he's so hard, but it's not. So thank you guys. I mean, you believed in me from the beginning. I've been coming to this tournament. My dad took me to this tournament, sitting right there watching Venus and Serena compete. So it's really incredible to be on this stage.
There we go. Big one there for Coco Gauff. Hopefully she racks up a couple more slams this year. Some passings today. Benjamin Harrison.
Went to his fort.
What number president was he?
Oh, good Lord. 16.
Oof.
Come on,
16,
man. That's what I'm saying. Of all the numbers you could guess.
What was 16?
You don't know who the 16th president was.
It wasn't Lincoln.
I think it was,
Well,
actually.
I thought he was 15. No, wait. If it was 15, then Harrison would be later than 21.
There you go.
Warmer.
That's a good
reasonable
guess.
Yeah.
16. I mean, of all the guesses, like, you guess 16. If you don't know who the 16th president
Grant,
is.
Lincoln, then Grant. That's fine. Lincoln 15, Grant 16. Yes, got it.
I don't think that's how it went either.
What, Lincoln 16, Grant 17?
No, Johnson. Well,
Incorrect again.
Grant was the president. It was the general. Like, it wasn't. He didn't just march on in and be.
Why not?
I'm the captain now.
It was like January 6th.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Yes, exactly. He marched straight from. Where did he receive the surrender then?
The surrender
from Lee.
Appomattox.
It's all that.
Appomattox?
I will accept that as at least a reasonable guess. Appomattox. And then he didn't just march on in and storm the keep.
Why not?
I never heard the word. I just read the word.
Appomattox. It's unbelievable.
You knew it, though.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think
I got it. In my head, I got it
You
spelled
did. That's
right.
why I said I gave it.
yeah.
I'll give it credit
I think that's
for that.
fair.
Thank you.
Jeopardy, you would have gotten it right.
I don't know.
They would have given it to me on that
Spelling.
one. Yeah, they would have given it to me.
Well, you don't have to say. You just spell it,
And
right?
final
It is
Jeopardy.
APPAMATOX.
Yeah, true. Fair point. Yeah.
But but Johnson was his vice president, and he
I thought
was.
LBJ was Kennedy's vice president.
Yes, that's different Johnson.
Oh. Served twice.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Circled back around 100 years later. It's a vampire.
A little old that
It
last
was
time.
Andy Johnson. But he was 17, and Grant would have been 18.
Benjamin, just like Mike.
23.
2-3.
Okay, there we go. It's good.
His great-grandson just passed away. He was like the
I saw something about that.
It was like
yeah.
it's been within the last year and a half. And it was wild. He had his grandson or his son at like 61 or something.
Nice.
It was like his
never too late.
This guy's dad, but he was like 101 years old. And like, you're telling me the 23rd president of the United States, who was born in 1901.
Right.
I mean, just
or no, died.
Or died in 1901.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was gonna say born in 19. Yeah, died.
Come on,
in
Bob, get your
1901.
history straight. Even I knew that.
Over 120 years ago, he was still alive. Good for him. And then also passing away 5 years later, Susan B. Anthony. Some holidays and observances today. It's Friday the 13th.
Second time this year.
Yeah. That's right. We had two. Yeah, because February was as well.
Yeah.
And whenever you get it in February, you're going to get it in March.
Yeah.
My grandma's birthday is April 13th, so hers would fall on that occasionally.
Still with us?
No.
Okay.
She'd be 100. My mom was the youngest of 7.
Oh, was she really? I didn't know that,
yeah. My grandfather died at 87, and I was 8.
Okay.
Like, he was born. His grandfather was born during the Civil War. My great-grandfather was born during the Civil War.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did he fight?
He was born during the Civil War.
Young fighter. Man. Train him young.
It's like it's 1863.
What was the next one after the Civil War? Was it Mexican-American? I got that right. That's amazing.
Yeah, that was after. I want to say that was probably in the 60s, or no. The Spanish-American was in 1900. That was the turn of the century. I thought the Mexican, No, the Mexican-American War was prior to the Civil War because Texas was already a state and Texas had independence then. So I think that was in the 1830s, if I'm not mistaken. Fact check me on that, Bodie. What else do we have? L. Ron Hubbard Day.
Nice. There we go.
National Jewel Day. I don't know if that's the jewels you smoke or those are the ones that you wear.
Or if it's a
Funny
singer.
thing about my back, Jules.
It could be a singer, though,
Scratch
too.
my back, I scratch yours.
Save your soul.
And it is Smart and Sexy Day and Shabbat Across America Day. And those are your historical events, your birthdays, your passings, your holidays, observances for this date, Friday, the 13th of March, the 72nd day of the year, 293 days remaining this 2026.
Well done as always, General. You said Smart and Sexy Day?
Smart
and Sexy Day.
Yeah.
Did you get me anything? You saw me dance. A couple things from yesterday I want to clear up.
All right.
The Bird game was in New Orleans. It was an Atlanta home game.
Okay.
But they would do those neutral site games. Like sometimes, just like Boston sometimes would play games somewhere else.
Just like, when Notre Dame went and played whoever it was in
Ireland?
Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, the Naval Academy. Yeah.
So that was in New Orleans, and that was 5 days after McHale set the record with 56.
5 days.
5 days later. Also, Bob, you missed a big birthday yesterday.
Oh, it's Ryan Days.
Yes.
Turned 47.
He's only 47?
I mean, only 47. I told you he's close to my age.
I understand.
Good, though. Yeah. Still got a full head of hair, dark hair.
Smart and Sexy Day. What do we get Ryan
He's
Day?
only 47. I don't know what that means. I think he was the youngest coach we've had here.
I would imagine probably by a wide margin.
Wait, does that include Fick?
Well,
do we count Fick for anything?
No, because he's interim coach.
Okay, I didn't know if we counted Fick, though, for that, though.
I told you yesterday that we weren't accounting him for the national championship, so you can't. Here's the thing. You can't selectively choose when you count people.
Okay.
It's either you're a full-time coach or you weren't. He was an interim coach. Should they remove that tag and kept him there, then he would have been counted, yes.
I don't remember. Did they call him like interim coach right from the start?
Yes.
And it never changed?
Yes.
Okay. Did he interview for the job after that?
I don't.
Or did they already have Meyer hired?
Meyer was hired before the season was even done.
I thought it was during the season we got. Okay.
He showed up at the Gator. He was at the Gator Bowl.
Okay.
As the head coach.
Okay. All right. How old was Fick, though, at that time? He went out probably young enough, right? Right now?
That would have been 2011. He graduated in 96. So let's say he was 22, 23. So 36.
Okay.
He would have probably been.
He's 52 now, so 15 years ago, 37. Yeah, 36.
Probably
37.
been right. He'd probably just been a shade younger than Ryan then, because Ryan's been here 8 years.
Coming up next, another quarterback domino fell. We'll break it down next. Morning Juice.
What does it mean to give 100%? It means giving everything you've got, every single day. That's why the V Foundation gives 100% of every dollar donated directly to cancer research. So no matter what you give, we give 100% for life-saving research victories, 100% to making new discoveries that lead to innovative treatments, 100% to groundbreaking cancer research that could one day save someone you love. We know cancer research is working. Over the last 30 years, an estimated 4.5 million lives have been saved thanks to game-changing research breakthroughs. But there is more work to do. That's why the V Foundation gives 100% of every dollar donated directly to cancer research. We will always give 100% to accelerate victory over cancer.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Donate today at v.org.
Once there was a man who couldn't stand.
A mom who couldn't wait.
A scientific community that said it couldn't be done.
And then you.
And then I.
And then we.
Brought neuromuscular disease into screaming color with the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
For 75 years, our voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
We've willed the impossible into existence.
We've pushed the science,
raised the funds,
shifted the narrative,
and transformed the reality of life with neuromuscular diseases.
For 75 years, we've built communities together.
Established the field of neuromuscular medicine,
and made it thrive.
Call that a legacy.
Call it impact.
Call it momentum.
Just call it ours.
Because it's the generations of community heroes that give MDA the strength we have today.
And until neuromuscular disease is a thing of the past, you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
I always tell people I was the luckiest guy in the world. I wanted to be an Army man or a fireman, and I got to do both. As a firefighter, my job was about saving lives. I never thought one day I would be fighting for mine.
After spending his career answering the call to save others, Ken was diagnosed with ALS. Now he's facing his biggest battle, for more time. For 70 years, Muscular Dystrophy Association has been answering the call to help people live longer and more independent lives.
MDA means to me hope.
MDA is leading the way for people living with ALS, muscular dystrophy, and other neuromuscular diseases by accelerating research, advancing care, and advocating to empower families like Ken's.
I wouldn't be living as good of a life with ALS if it wasn't for MDA. MDA is helping people live stronger and love longer. Learn more at MDA.org today.
One man is a national champion, NFL veteran, and local business leader. The other man is Tito. This is Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
Morning Juice. Tito, Bobby. Bodie. Bob, we talked about this, it was yesterday, the day before, but we talked about the Kyler Murray situation. What is our situation, Dad? The former Cardinals quarterback signed a contract with the Vikings for the league minimum.
Yes, I heard Major League Baseball players can make a lot of money.
Yes.
That's true. It depends on how good you are. How good are you?
He's going to
make league minimum.
He's going to make $36.8
You get that movie reference?
Say it again. I'm sorry. League minimum?
Yeah.
No. What's that from?
Too busy talking instead of listening.
League minimum. Which
I heard Major League Baseball players can make quite a bit of money, I believe. Well, it depends on how good you are. Well, how good are you? I make league minimum.
Who is that? What's that from?
Believe that is Mr. Tom Berenger.
Oh, okay. From Major League, yeah.
There you go.
Interviewed him.
When he's at the little dinner party where his ex-wife is.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. With the couples, the two other couples that are there, I think. Yes.
I didn't even know we had a team.
Yes. I interviewed him at the
same.
We
got uniforms and everything.
Autograph show.
Have you ever seen Major League?
Not start to finish.
Oh,
I've seen
you seen clips?
Yes, I have. I've
See
seen
that, Bob?
clips.
Bob.
Wasn't around when he was.
Doesn't matter, Bob.
He wasn't even close to being around.
I'm not alone in Clipsville. But I interviewed him the same time I interviewed Emmett Smith. Emmett Smith did not want to be there.
Oh, no. Emmett's not going to lie to you.
Well, there's a picture, Bob, of when I'm interviewing Emmett. And I have this thing. Yeah. Where, like, when I'm interviewing an athlete, or interviewing anybody, I should say athlete, interviewing anybody, if they're right next to me, sometimes I'll put a hand on a shoulder and ask the question.
Why would you touch somebody?
His hands are his eyes, Bob.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, like I would say.
I'm asking why you would put your hand on somebody that you don't know at all.
Well,
simply during an interview.
Got a relationship.
No, that's
Santiago wasn't to be touched.
I understand. So I didn't say, Bob. Look up. I'm being vulnerable here, Bob. Don't judge.
I am
judging. Are we in the trust tree?
No, because I would define that as inappropriate.
Just say, hey, Emmett.
Why would you put your hand on him like you're friends with him?
I feel like we were friends in the moment.
That's my problem. Your inability to read the.
That's fine.
Read and analyze the situation. Read the room.
The picture, though, you see Emmett like kind of his head turned
exactly,
sideways.
He's thinking, why is this guy touching me?
Okay,
I'm just being real.
Bob, I don't.
You're getting interviewed by some random guy in Columbus, Ohio.
Tito from the Fan.
To him, it's a random guy.
I don't know about that. I think he knew who I was.
And you're going to put your hand on your shoulder and talk to him as if like you're his middle school basketball coach and he just committed his third foul in the second quarter.
I think in the moment
he doesn't need like your connectivity and like I mean that's not what he's looking for.
Well, I still am found to look for, Bob. You too, but no, so anyway, there's a picture where you could see he's like
his level of disinterest.
Not disinterest. I don't think Bob was disinterest. Might have been bothered, but he was still locked in.
That's on the level up on the.
He's still locked in. He was locked into the interview.
I was saying disinterest is more apathy. Now you're telling me he was actually probably moderately upset.
He might have been. Anyway, Tom Berenger, same day as Emmett. Tom Berenger was out there also.
Better interview?
Well, I think I touched him on the shoulder also, but I don't know.
Anywhere else?
Yeah. I talked
Only
about
shirts and pants?
Eddie and the Cruisers quite a bit. Do you know that movie, Bob?
No.
Eddie and the Cruisers, great movie. 2, not so much. But Eddie and the Cruisers, though, from the
first one, no.
Yeah. Second one, the sequel wasn't as good. Where are we going? Kyler Murray.
It's typical.
1-year contract with the Vikings.
Grew up loving the Vikings.
That's what he says.
Yeah, I saw it called the Cowboys ASS yesterday. Well, he didn't say it yesterday, but I saw the quote yesterday. I was like, how can you be from Dallas? Or I don't know that he's from Dallas, but he's from Texas.
Texas. Did you like that little
No, Bob, I didn't. That hurt my feelings, actually.
I saw that. I was like, what is this? I was like, I'm going to send this to Bodie. Jeff didn't even comment on it.
Bob, I was doing show prep. I was talking to Your Highness, too, but I did talk to Your Highness yesterday, like live.
New Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Prescott launched missiles towards the United States, but they were all intercepted.
That's a good one. That is good.
The fact they were able, that looks like a pretty good picture of that. He slid his face on there. Is
that real?
I've seen the other thing about like they're sending, you've seen the other thing where they're sending J.J. McCarthy over to Iran to overthrow the government, something like that, things like that.
Did he miss?
Exactly. So,
send Johnny Manziel in there to get it done.
Do you like the Kyler Murray signing for Minnesota?
For him, like we talked about it, I mean, I think that it's, for them, it's a low risk as far as money. He's going there to start. They're basically punting on J.J. McCarthy unless Kyler gets hurt, which is also a very real possibility. He wants to be a part of that offense. He's in a dome. He's got good offensive weapons. I mean, I think it makes sense. It checks a lot of boxes for him, and for them, they're getting a fairly low-risk asset for $1.5 million to see if he can do something.
It's a low-risk thing for them. And
it's a way to recoup their first-round pick that they burned on McCarthy, who's not very good.
Do you think McCarthy will ever be good?
No.
I don't either.
Like, he threw 15 passes a game in college. People told me he was very efficient.
I think that's the thing is, like, him not being good is not shocking.
But just wait if he gets more opportunities.
Yeah.
But then why didn't Michigan do that? Because from what I mean, having done both, I would say it was easier to play in college than the NFL.
That's probably fair. Yeah.
So I'm not sure why we thought he would get significantly better. Or they were protecting him in Michigan when he was so good that he needed to be unleashed in the NFL.
And I know he's a bit of a quirky guy, but I do think Harbaugh is a pretty good football coach.
Also a quirky guy.
Yeah.
A little bit odd.
No, that's what I meant. Yeah, I guess him and JJ.
I thought you were talking about JJ. Okay.
They both fit the mold. But Jim Harbaugh. Which one coached in Michigan? Jim?
Doesn't matter.
One of the two.
Same. Whatever.
Quirky guy, but I don't think he's a moron when it comes to being a head football coach. And so the fact that they played on offense the way they did with McCarthy at quarterback probably wasn't a mistake. And it's not like he was like, well, they're so good at running the ball, but look at these physical abilities. I mean, he's not really a big guy.
No.
He can run, but I don't think he's an elite level athlete, especially in the NFL. And it's just like, man, Minnesota, like, you guys had Sam Darnold and that's a tough one. It's not that you just missed on McCarthy. You had a guy who would go on to win the Super Bowl the very next year in Seattle. That's
the thing that's harder. Is he was on the team. They could have kept him, but they wanted to. This is the problem when you're a GM.
You spend a first-round pick on a guy.
You're going to try to push him out there instead of saying, hey, you know what? You know who didn't do that? The 49ers. You know what? Trey Lance is here, but Brock Purdy's playing pretty well. Let's just stay with him.
Yeah.
And we'll eat the fact that we drafted this guy 3rd overall because although he may be more supremely physically talented, he's not a better player. And especially not for what we're asking him to do.
It's a sunk cost.
Yeah.
You know, at some point you got to be like, you know what? We missed. And that's okay. But we still have Sam Darnold, and we're going to re-sign him. I'm sure if they would have traded McCarthy, they probably could have gotten something last offseason.
Right.
Not a first-round pick.
Sure, but something.
A
If you get a
mid-round
four,
pick.
you
Yeah,
probably four.
like 3rd, 4th rounder. Like, recoup that, and they would have been better off. There's no question about that.
Wasn't Daniel Jones in that room, too? right? Jones got cut by the Giants and
Gosh,
then picked up by the Vikings.
It
was Darnold,
yeah.
and it was he had Darnold and Daniel Jones in the same room.
Whoops.
I mean,
I went with J.J. McCarthy.
That was a shell game where 2 of the 3 won, and you picked the one that had nothing.
Peter in the chat, Peter Stanos says he watches Major League every night prior to the Tribe opening games. Their opening game of the season. He watches Major League.
There you go.
I know
That's
that
fine.
before the NCAA tournament starts, I will watch Survive and Advance, the 30 for 30 about NC State.
I thought you were going to say you watched Hoosiers.
No, I watched that one. But, I mean, and I'm going to guess the answer right now is no. Do either of you have any rituals of something you watch before a season or an event starts?
Yeah, before Game of Thrones started, I used to watch all the preceding seasons prior to that.
That's fair.
Then that ended.
Why
would I watch something before a season?
Look, every year before Ohio State plays Michigan, that week I watched that Ohio State, the rivalry.
It's just
that was
usually
on HBO.
I'll watch part of it. I'm not going to make that sit down and watch 90 minutes.
It's appointment viewing for me. But so neither one of you guys ever have something like that. That's okay. But I'm not saying
that's been out for 20 years now.
Which one?
That Ohio State Michigan documentary.
Yeah, it's out for a long time. Yeah,
it came out, I believe, before the 1 versus 2.
It did.
I was in Dallas when it came out.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, I was not on the team.
20 years ago, so 6. No, Bob, I wasn't gonna. I didn't want to say definitively something without thinking about it. I didn't. So okay, so you were out there, yeah.
Wait, hold on. That is. Don't ever accuse yourself of that.
What?
I didn't want to say something before definitively thinking about it.
Oh, Bob, I'm well thought. People say Tito's well thought.
Yeah. Okay.
There's your poll question. Coming up next, quick hitters, Morning Juice.
The madness is on and the deals are going full court at Germain Toyota of Columbus. Drive home the Powerhouse 2026 Tundra at 2.99% APR for up to 72 months and $1,000 Toyota financial cash. That's a slam dunk offer. Or you can drive home in the always reliable 2026 Camry LE for just $269 a month for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year, and $36.99 due at signing. Don't sit on the sidelines. Hustle into Germain Toyota of Columbus on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road or online at GermainToyota.net.
Hey guys, 13-year NFL veteran and Super Bowl champion Jason McCourty here. And I'm an innovation ambassador at FAIR, Food Allergy and Research Education. I would say the most challenging thing as a parent of a kid who has a food allergy is probably the ignorance that I myself had in the beginning. I didn't know what anaphylactic shock was. I didn't know the dangers, let alone the things that she needed to be able to have a normal life. When you go to drop your kid off, and every single time in the beginning, we'd have to go through everything she was allergic to. Preparation is everything. And me, for playing football for 13 years, it was all throughout the course of the week. It's getting ready for game day. When you're on the field, you're playing for your fans. At home, you're playing for your family. My playbook, read labels, keep it allergy friendly, and have an epinephrine nasal spray as a backup plan. Because when my family's safe from food allergens, that's the real victory. Visit foodallergy.org to learn more.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I couldn't be the mom my kids needed me to be.
She missed so much.
After my last surgery, I got an infection so bad I thought it was going to kill me.
I told her she couldn't leave me yet. There was still so much she had to see. I hadn't even graduated.
I'm doing much better now. I may have lost my leg, but I've gained so much. I'm an active part of my kids' lives.
She can kick a mean soccer ball.
DAV's been there for me and my family. Through thick and thin, they've had our back.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned so they can achieve victories great and small.
My victory is getting my life back. I got my joy back.
We got our mom back, thanks to DAV.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Wounded Warrior Project helps post-9/11 veterans and their families realize what's possible. With support and resources that bring warriors together and empower them to become stronger, both inside and out.
It's possible to begin healing.
To get the help you need.
To find peace.
And as each warrior's needs evolve, so do we. Because these last 20 years are just the beginning. Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/possible.
Bobby played for the Dallas Cowboys. Tito wears assless chaps.
I'm dead sexy.
You're locked into Morning Juice.
All right, it's Morning Juice. Tito, Bobby, Bodie. You know Bodie. Know him better.
Morning Juice presents Quick Hitters.
All right, fellas, happy Friday. Best day of the work week. All the way back 3 years ago in 2023, the NFL started a new tradition, if you will, of playing a game on Black Friday, the game after Thanksgiving every year. And now the NFL, they're going to see just how much they can push this thing to the limit, because starting this year, reports are out there that they are expected
to
potentially
to the limit.
They really are.
The Eagles?
One more time.
Except now
for the NFL, won't be one more time. It'll be until they can't do it anymore. Sounds like starting this fall, potentially
8 days a week.
Yeah, sure, why not? Starting this fall on Thanksgiving Eve, or what some people call, Blackout Wednesday or something like that.
Drinksgiving or Blackout.
Yeah.
Blackout Wednesday.
We could have a Wednesday night game before Thanksgiving. So I don't know, Tito. I do like NFL football, and I like Thanksgiving. I don't even mind a Black Friday game. Sounds like this year they're going to play 2 Black Friday games. But
yeah, why not?
I do think what's the word I'm looking for? Limited. That's not the best word I'm trying to think of. But like the limited nature of what makes college football in the NFL so great is most of the time it's only on one day.
Right.
And so it means that Saturday, Sunday, every
Just
week
means
so it means more, exactly. It means so much compared to like NBA and Major League Baseball or whatnot, which are, 82 and 162 games a year. But people are going to watch, and it's going to be tens of millions, and the NFL is going to make money off of it. But I do wonder if there doesn't hit a point, whether it's an 18-game schedule, a 20-game schedule, 5-6 days a week of night games, because if Wednesday night works for Thanksgiving,
why not every week?
Exactly. I have to imagine there's some sort of Mendoza line on this, isn't there? Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I rolled my sleeve up to show you my veins. Just pump it in. I'll do it, Bob. I don't care what day of the week it is. I don't care what time. NFL, I'll watch it, or I'll at least follow it. I might not watch every game. I will certainly follow every game, though.
Because you got to have your fantasy team, right?
Fantasy teams, gambling, all that stuff. And that's why a lot of people will. Fantasy football is so damn popular, and I love it. But that's why.
And just gambling in general.
And gambling in general, yes. So I will still watch it. I love the idea, Bob. I love the idea of a Wednesday night NFL game. I know it might not be for everybody, but I'm fine with the idea, Bob. I do wonder, though, what would have to happen for the NFL to get oversaturated to the point where it affects their ratings in a negative way?
Well, as long as people are playing fantasy football, they're going to always be locked in, at least to be able to get their team set and everything. I don't know. My kids, during the season, and maybe it's just because I let our youngest stay up a little bit later, but he was asked, is there football on? I'm like, dude, it's Tuesday night. But during COVID, they would play those games sometimes on Tuesdays. And you have Wednesday. I mean, you played them all the time. There's a game every day of the week.
Christmas is on a Friday this year, Bob, so we know we're going to have games then.
Yeah. Dude, if they can play a game on a Wednesday or a Tuesday, they're going to play one every day.
Yeah. There'll be a Thursday, obviously, Christmas Eve game as well.
I honestly, the day before Thanksgiving, what am I doing anyway? Sitting around getting drunk, watching TV,
getting hammered drunk,
drunk,
front row,
watching My Jesus with Big Angels Wings, singing lead vocals for Leonard Skinner.
I can tell band. That's from your Ricky Bobby show, right?
There you go.
All right.
But I'm not against this. I mean, the thing is, I want some college football in there too. And the NFL is trying to gobble up all their inventory. But if you told me they could give me back something for some college football time and put one on Wednesday night, which I don't know what I've watched. They've aired It's a Wonderful Life sometimes then. Sometimes my family and I will put on a movie. Maybe really get in the Christmas spirit before Thanksgiving with Four Christmases or Violent Night. Those are good movies to watch while you're having a drink with your family. But yeah, I don't. Outside of that, I'm not sure what else I'd be doing.
Right, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
I'm saying, Bob,
what am I doing on a Tuesday night?
Right.
I guess watching
Put it
football.
on there. I'll do it. I'll follow it. I might watch it. I might watch the whole thing inside. I might also just follow it. I don't know. It will. The NFL. I'm wondering how many days a week could they really play
Oh, I think they could play all 7.
That was the joke. 8 days a week.
Yeah,
He just got a song for everything.
I think it would be maybe number of games in a season more so than the days of the week. I think if you start to push towards 18 or 20, because guys would be so banged up. I mean,
you don't care about the players.
I know they don't. I know they don't care.
Well, let them start taking steroids. Hey, will that keep you on the field? Perfect.
That's the part I struggle with, Bob.
I struggle with fans.
Get on out there.
I think with fans, it would hit a point where it's like, well, this is cool. Our entire offensive line's out for the month of December as we're trying to make the playoffs. And by the way, it's not 4 games left when we hit December. It's 7 more. But I don't know. Like, if that number is still drawing in low 10 millions,
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the 40 million.
It's still one of the most
exactly.
viewed things. Like, TV will pay for it. They'll take it.
But I do think the NFL, I think just for the health of the game, like we talk about the NBA shortening the season.
Right.
They would have to give up money, but if it's just the best for the game, and it's I'll say it's the right thing to do, which I know NFL owners really care about doing the right thing.
Oh yeah.
But I just, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I've talked about this before, Bodes. Contrary to popular belief, I am kind of a smart man. And
I am not a smart man.
Exactly. I'm ahead of that.
Well, I do know
that.
what love is.
I do, Jenny. I know right now when I'm watching NFL football, you people, Bob, are taking productive years off your lives.
Exactly.
Okay. You are doing that. Now, you're doing it voluntarily.
My dad said, why would I want to get heart surgery? You think I'll live longer so I can be one of those guys stammering around with dementia when I'm old?
That's the part.
A great point.
But that's the part, though, Bob, that's hard for me. And thankfully, again, being a somewhat smart man, but also an idiot, I can turn it off. Because I know Wednesday football, Thursday football, Friday football, Tuesday football, 18 games, 20 games. I know for the human beings being out there, you people, Bob, it's not good long term.
But you don't care as long as you're entertained.
As soon as the game comes on, Bob, that's what I'm saying.
Then you forget about it.
Am I
Make me a bicycle clown.
I don't think I'm in the minority there.
Why are you yelling at me?
I think most people who are
they don't care. Yeah, 100%.
But I'm saying, right now, sit here in March. I'm telling you, 20 games is stupid. 18 games is stupid. Games on a Wednesday are stupid. I promise you, though, come November, I can't wait for that Packers-Bears game on Wednesday night before Thanksgiving or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like I'm still going to,
Do you think you would even be like that, though, even deep into January if the regular season? Because, I know I wouldn't be. And everybody's different.
Right.
But, I find even the college football playoff.
Right.
How can you say you don't like Coke? Well, I haven't tried it yet. But, I know with the college football playoff, the last couple years with this national championship not being played until so deep into January,
right.
And granted, maybe the layoffs in between games doesn't help. But, sometimes you're like, oh, yeah, the national championship's tonight. Because we just had 13 days between then and the semifinals.
I think that's a big part of it.
But it's just, I think just the more it gets drawn out, I know for me personally, I kind of hit a point where I'm like, I'm good. I know a lot of times by the time Monday night rolls around, I'm like, well, I just watched 4 days of football.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
I need a break from it. I like watching shows and movies and
if it's a trash game on Monday night, sometimes I'll just be like, I'm emotional.
Or on Thursday night, because I know the weekend
Thursday's
coming up.
starting out. I mean, you want to start fast.
True. Yeah, you want to just...
But that's part's hard for me, is that because I know both ways of it. And what I do is I don't want to take the Matrix pill before the season starts because that will change the way I consume football. I don't want to. Bob, it's amazing to me, and again, no disrespect, that you are as sharp and mobile and in shape as you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would say that you're more the exception than the norm, right?
I'd say it's 50-50.
Okay.
Guys either just really lean in on life or they lean in on... ending on their kind of like you. I mean, they lean in on just indulging themselves in the pleasures of the world.
But you've seen it though, Bob, because I know that
I'm gonna whore and drink my way to a death.
They're going to things
Ned, so I can drink and whore my way to an early grave.
Talking to your dad.
God, Robert Baratheon really had it figured out.
talking to your dad and going to things like reunions and things like that, you see it
most of
firsthand.
his guys, it's bad.
I mean, talk about Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell was a damn giant. He was a gladiator.
Yeah, he's got drop foot now and can't really remember much.
Other than that, though. Yeah, right. No. How was the play, Mrs. Lincoln?
Yeah, so you ride around in a golf cart and don't really know exactly what's going on, but that sounds like a great time.
Well, and the bad is, too, is, like, I do think the game is, like, I think they've come a long way in making it healthier and safer on a given Sunday. But all that is going to be drawn out, or even out, should say, in terms of adding 3 more regular season games every year.
Look, they are doing a better job, I believe, of protecting the head with those.
For sure. I don't think there's any question
with those
about
mega
that.
helmets they have. Things like that.
Mega helmets.
The domes.
That's what they are, yes.
And you can't hit guys going across the middle and whatnot.
Right.
Like,
And they put quarterbacks in bubble wrap. Nonetheless, every position you still are hitting the ground. You are still pushing your body to its limits and things like that.
Speak of the Eagles.
Again.
So that's the thing, though, Bob. It's like I honestly, and this is again transparent. That's fine. I'll be Bob. I'll be vulnerable with you. You can
Just
rip me if
remember,
you want to.
remember, Bodie, you've seen Jerry Maguire, correct?
Yeah.
So when he's sitting there and Rod's on the ground, wake up. Wake up.
Yeah.
Pops up. I mean, where's the concussion tent there? The only way to get a concussion is to go into the concussion
Get
tent.
diagnosed.
As long as
you don't get one there,
As long as you don't enter in, then you can't get one. That's where you catch all your diseases.
Bill, go ahead.
Real quick, Bob, in 30 seconds here. Do you know much about the new president at OSU? Any insight on that?
Robbie? I do not. I listened to some of his stuff where he was talking. Feel pretty good about where his understanding is. I mean, he's only been here for a year. He was hired by Ted last year, right before the national championship, like down to 24.
He was undefeated.
Or 25.
There we go.
Oh, I guess.
Well,
13 and 2.
Yeah. But it's important that they understand like the importance of athletics here. And I think that he does. So we'll see obviously how it goes. I don't want to make a abrupt ruling on it yet, but I'm encouraged by just what he's said in the order and how he said things.
The Buckeyes fell behind, led big, and then held on. We'll hear from Jake Diebler next. Morning Juice.
While serving in Vietnam, a grenade took my ability to see. Today, I'm a sculptor. Now, my fingers are my eyes. I'm Michael Naranjo. As a veteran, I know the challenges of life can be great. In my art, turning a lump of clay into something beautiful, that is worth doing. Life is like that. We each must use what we can to make things better.
DAV helps veterans like Michael get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in life-changing ways.
Now, I show others how they can create something with their own hands. I know it can do a lot of good. With support from DAV, more veterans can shape their lives into a thing of beauty. My victory is bringing beauty into the world.
Michael Naranjo, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Ms. Fernandez, what are those tiny things?
Those are what we call amoebas. You can only see them through a microscope.
Wow.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators. But right now, there's a funding crisis in public schools. Millions of kids go to schools that don't have funding for books, computers, and so much more just because of where they live. You can help change that. Donors Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. You choose which supplies to support. You could provide first graders with pencils and paper, or other students with their first chapter books, help a music class get a guitar.
You could even supply a classroom like mine with a science project. But what you're really giving is the moment that sparks a brighter tomorrow.
To learn more, please visit DonorsChoose.org. That's DonorsChoose.org. Choose students. Shape the future.
Wounded Warrior Project helps post 9/11 veterans and their families realize what's possible. With support and resources that bring warriors together and empower them to become stronger, both inside and out.
It's possible to begin healing. To get the help you need. To find peace.
And as each warrior's needs evolve, so do we. Because these last 20 years are just the beginning. Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/possible.
Proud to be your go-to sports addiction.
WBNS, WBNS FM, HD3 Columbus.
The Fan 3, Ohio sports destination. One man is a national champion, NFL veteran, and local business leader. The other man is Tito. This is Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
Morning Juice.
Do you need a bank that truly values local business in this town? The opportunity to work alongside them as partners, whether you're a small business or a large operation. Riverside Bank of Dublin has the right tools for the job. Riverside Bank of Dublin has the experience of working right here in Central Ohio. They understand the business climate in our area, and they're going to help you reach your goals. So whether you need an SBA loan to get your business off the ground, a line of credit to keep it running smoothly, or equipment financing to get your business up to scale, Riverside Bank will tailor a solution that fits your needs. Visit them at riverside.bank or stop in to get to know them at 6300 France Road. Riverside Bank of Dublin, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Yesterday was a fun day, Bob. Not just here with you and Bodie. That's always fun. But the Ohio State win over Iowa.
It was awesome.
It was fun. It was
close, got a nice lead, and then when I checked back in, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they got a chance at the end.
What happened here? Why did they let him come back? I was hoping it was going to be a nice 15-point, cruise it out, pass the ball around at the end, move forward. No, they wanted to make it exciting. I like that.
Collectively, the three of us, majority rules. Are we, as Morning Juice show...
Hoping they don't make the tournament?
That's what I'm asking you. Are we happy with the win yesterday? I am. Bobby, are you?
Well, yeah, because they have to play Michigan now.
Bodie, you happy?
Well, I would be, but they're only going to get in because of, computer metrics and stupid numbers and whatnot. So
I thought it's because they actually beat some teams.
No,
so too.
Bob. Come on.
Amari Bynum had a big game yesterday, and the announcers were praising him immensely. Bynum had that one move where he came in.
We came in when Royal wasn't doing too well.
No, Royal didn't do a whole lot.
He was struggling. They said his hip is bothering him.
Yeah, I don't know the whole
Sergeant,
extent
your gun
of that.
is digging into my hip.
But Bynum because of that one shot, and it looks like a dunk, and then he kind of takes it under. Now, look, it was a great move, but then they started comparing it to the Jordan move when he switched hands. I wouldn't put it quite at that level. Yeah, but it was a great move. It was fun to watch.
It was a great move. I don't know if I'm putting it quite in the realm sometimes I dream that he is me.
Yes, but they tried to make that analogy because they're playing the United Center and all kind of stuff. But it wasn't quite that. But it was a damn good move, and certainly a damn good move for a freshman. But he finished with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. You got 24 from Thornton on 10 of 14 shooting. Tilly had 16.
Listen, I don't need to go watch Mobley go 1 for 9 in the tournament.
Yes, I know. The thing, Mobley was 3 for 8 on threes. Scored 12 points. I'm fine with that.
3 for 8, dude. That's.
What percentage is that? 38?
Yeah, we're right there around 40%. I mean,
37.5.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, that's an elite shooter.
Yeah,
they
know he's a shooter, and it's not like he's getting wide open looks, but he's not going 1 for 9.
Took
and
9
guess
shots.
He didn't go 5 of 13.
Took 9 shots and scored 12 points. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So the Buckeyes though, it was the Tilly thing was big. I thought Tilly early on, and they got Iowa in foul trouble. All those things are great. The Buckeyes now take on Michigan today, but one of the downsides, I guess, is from the bench they got 3 points.
Yeah, I was going to say the bench wasn't exactly coming strong, if you will.
And the 3 points were on a 3-pointer from Gabe Cupps. He did not commit any fouls, so I don't know, Bodie. That one stat was rolling around that Cupps had.
Yeah, more fouls
than points. I don't know if that changed it now. Maybe he's ahead of it. We'll see.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Anyway, but Ohio State though they do get the win, and now they play today at noon. Quick turnaround. That's the way it works in conference tournaments. Here is Jake Diebler talking about the rest and recover.
It'd be great if there were a double bye in between the next game or something. But listen, I think we've had to. This is a team that continues to practice, and we continue to practice hard, but we're practicing really short, right? We got to be really efficient with our time, and it's easy to do with this group because they enjoy being around each other so much. And so I think that's a really important part of success this time of year. We're fortunate to have that in our locker room. It was by design, but we've got great young men who have embraced it. So, yeah, we got to rest, recover, It's going to be a big-time atmosphere tomorrow, and, we'll be ready for it.
Bruce played 38 minutes, Bobby.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of minutes. Chapman off the bench played 14, took one shot, a three-pointer, and missed it. But you need more from Chapman against Michigan. It's going to be a tall task today.
Well, yeah, because Michigan's tall.
Yes, that's a good point there, Bob. They are tall and they can shoot from deep, which causes a couple problems for Ohio State. Ohio State has a hard time with teams. Illinois was the same way. They had guys that were big and could shoot from deep. Here is Jake Diebler talking about the difference between last year and this year.
We've taken real strides from last year to this year. I'm blessed to have some great young men, in that locker room and a part of this program, and that's a great foundation to start with, right? When you're trying to chase something and build something. So you combine that with, I think our guys' ability to handle the adversity of the season is a big reason why we're in the position we're in, and our culture. Our foundation it's firm, and so that's helped us weather the storms of life in the Big Ten. Like, every game is really hard. Doesn't matter if it's home or on the road. We've dealt with some injuries and sickness and things like that, but we just kept moving forward, just kept focused on the task. And guys stepped up, which has been really important for us. And this is a really fun group to coach. Really fun group to coach. And I'm excited how this season is going to play out for us. I really am.
I wonder, Bob. I'm not curious.
Like he hoped they made the tournament.
I wonder what it would do to their seeding, like what their seeding.
I bet if they beat Michigan,
is.
I think they'll jump to a 7. We're talking about a top and beating a number. They're going to get a number 1 seed.
Oh yeah, Michigan might be the top overall seed. Was all said and done.
Yeah,
they might be the top seed overall.
So if you could find a way to beat them, and you played them tough in Ann Arbor.
Yes, until the last 5 minutes when it went away from you.
If you could find a way to get that done, that would jump them, I think, a whole line. That would jump them to a 7, which would be ideal.
I think, could they, okay, because then they got a chance to go in the semifinals, and you've already beaten the best team in the Big Ten.
Yeah, then you get their seed.
Maybe you get to the finals. Yeah. That's something. What do you think? Do you think 7 is the best? Let's say they win against Michigan. Let's say they win the whole Big Ten tournament.
And the whole damn thing.
What do you think their seed could possibly be? Now, if you do that, that's what? 2 more wins? 1, 2, 3 more wins. That would put them to 24 wins and a Big Ten championship. Do you think they can get to a 6, or you think 7 is their ceiling?
I don't know. Talk to Joe.
The Nard Dog?
The Nard Dog.
I would say 7.
You think 7's their ceiling?
Yeah,
if
that's
they
a
win
pretty
the tournament,
big jump.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still
because like
you were still
line.
going.
There's 4 teams every line that you're jumping.
Yeah, and you were still going into this thing like best case scenario, probably a 9.
Okay.
Like
Lenardi's got him as an 8 right now.
I thought I saw 9.
Maybe it's a 9. 8-9 game though. Lenardi.
Yeah, but still even getting from a 9 to an 8 still is like a jump up. Now I don't know. I can't always remember. Does like the top? No, I think I just answered my question. The top number 1 seed doesn't necessarily just play the lowest 8th and 9th, correct?
They kind of
just rank them 1, 6,
They do like a regional thing too. Then yeah.
So let me see here.
The top overall seed gets to play the 64 play-in team.
Yes, but they don't necessarily just play the lowest 8th and 9th seed, right? Yeah. No. So right now he does have him as an 8. You're correct on that, Tito. But
he didn't update Bob last night at midnight. Yeah. After all the games yesterday.
12, 10 a.m.
They won yesterday at
at 3 o'clock and then
But getting to a 6. I don't know. I'm trying to see some of the other 6s. North Carolina, BYU.
Carolina lost yesterday.
Louisville and Wisconsin. So that's the thing. Is are you beating Wisconsin in a Big Ten championship?
Well, they beat them,
but they split in the regular season.
But they beat them more recently.
Would they'd be the semi game yesterday? Right? Would Ohio State Wisconsin be the semi game? I think they would be. I think that if you look at the Big Ten bracket, I think that because Wisconsin plays the second game today against Illinois.
Okay, so yeah, you're probably right on that.
So I think they would be that. So if they would beat Wisconsin, get the final.
Are correct.
I don't know.
I would still say 7 because I think part of the reason too, if I'm not mistaken, that they've moved up even from a bubble team to an 8 or 9 seed is because a lot of other bubble teams have kind of fallen apart.
Bursted.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, which hey,
they didn't have the
you
math
don't have
on
to
their
apologize
side.
for that. Yeah, exactly. The computers didn't like them as much, I guess. But you don't have to apologize for that. You've been winning too.
Yeah.
Like it goes hand in hand.
There was a great little gif I saw yesterday. It was a kid like swinging on a playground, and there was a war going in the
I
back.
saw it, yeah.
And it was like Ohio State just hanging, chilling while all the other bubble teams' hopes are destroyed.
Exactly. So, like, I don't know that that's also happening with all the 6th and 7th seeds.
I just now put them in the Big Ten final, but they still beat Michigan. Here is Jake Diebler talking about how to take care of Michigan's size.
We got to be able to combat their size with some size. I think that's part of it. And, we didn't execute our rebounding coverages or rebounding technique well enough. And, their size has been a real asset for them this year. They've used it on both sides of the ball really well. And we got to execute our job at a better level next time.
Yeah, that's.
I want someone to ask Deebs if you can combat length with girth.
If that's
about
the case,
size.
then why have you called me?
Well, there you go. Well, you used to be girthier.
I know.
Giving some back.
See, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that compliment.
I mean, listen, it's like a deck chair off the Titanic.
That's fine. Okay, now that's
We
fine.
still got ways to go.
Way to ruin it. No, way to ruin it, Bob. It's fine. I feel good. I look good. I'm
It's
smart and sexy.
It's like
today.
Paul Revere hopping on the horse. The rest of the ride is still there for the taking.
It will take a Herculean effort for Ohio State to beat Michigan today. There a lot of things would have to fall in line for them to beat Michigan. And but you look at the way they played Iowa yesterday. Iowa was ahead early, and then Christoph Tilley played a great game, especially in the first half. He was getting the free throw line, and then the stuff that Bynum was doing, and then Thornton took over in the second half. But it would take something like that. They need like Mobley can't be 3 for 8. Mobley needs to be 6 for 8 on threes.
He needs to shoot well.
Yes.
You need him to be shooting really well.
And Bob, I know that I can't remember when it was, but when you and Bodie and I after the show, you showed him the Stephen A. Smith thing about Mario Chalmers should not be should be in a closet.
Should be locked in a closet where no basketballs are allowed.
That's how I feel about.
Love you like a brother.
That's how I feel about Gabe White and Gabe Cupps. Both of them. Put them both out there. Or Colin White, right? I'm sorry.
White are you talking about?
Gabe Cupps, Colin White.
Gabe Whoops, Colin White. Yes, I keep wanting to
If
call
you
them.
just
I
mash
want
them
to combine
together
them.
now.
I want to match them together. They played 8 minutes yesterday and scored 3 points. 1 for 3 from the field on both of them combined. No rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks, no fouls. Hell of a line. I just take both of them, Bob, lock them in a closet. I don't want them in a game. I am fine with. I hope Taysom plays a bigger role.
I think next week you could be in a position though where it's like 7-man rotation at most.
Yes,
like all or nothing, boys. Like I want you to be a hockey player. And you're going to have to shrink that rotation, which is fine. Most teams do that anyway.
Tighten it up.
When you get into the conference tournaments and especially into the big dance. But Buckeyes will probably need to do that as much as anybody.
I believe so, yes. And we talked about Bruce Thornton, 24 points yesterday, and just a phenomenal performance. Here is Jake Diebler talking about his impact on and off the court.
His on-court impact has been really special. You see the efficiency that he plays with. And when you get the attention that he gets from opposing defenses, it's really impressive. What we've been able to do, as we constructed this roster, is put multiple playmakers out on the floor so we can now move him into different areas and different spots, and he doesn't always have to play make with the ball in his hands, and guys could create some stuff for him. We got a couple catch-and-shoot threes today. That was other guys, creating for him. And that versatility for us, I think, makes us really hard to guard. As far as his leadership goes, it's something he's continued to get better at each and every year. And it's something that we're intentional about, he and I talking through. And I think we have a great group of guys whose chemistry is a really, really important part of our success this season. And, that, I think, comfortability allows him to be the best version of himself as a leader. And he's not on an island leading. We have other guys who are stepping up too. So he's special. I think he's, one of the absolute best guards in the country. And, we're blessed to have him on our side. And I'm excited for him to be in this postseason because I know how hard he's worked.
God, it's so cool, Bob. They're going to play in the tournament with Bruce Thornton finally.
Well, I wouldn't count your chickens before they're hatched.
What, they're going to be in the NCAA tournament? Yeah.
Yeah, but he could get hurt or something. I'm just being real.
That is.
Remember the, what's his name? Who is the.
What the hell are we doing? Is Cincinnati, Kenyon Martin?
No, the Tribe starting pitcher. God, Shark brought it up last year. Oh, he blew out his shoulder. This is going to kill me.
Why are you trying to get Bruce Thornton injured?
Last year, he was supposed to be the
Bieber?
Shane Bieber. And Shark goes, it's he's going to set the record for opening day starts.
Is he?
And I go, I wouldn't check that yet. He said, what could happen, Bob? Well, he didn't happen is what happened. I'm like,
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. There's a line. Have you ever seen the movie Pulp Fiction?
I have not.
I've seen clips.
I know.
There's a great line. We'll have to look it up off air here. Jim Schwartz played it for us when we were in Detroit. It's not really appropriate for the masses, but it's after they, I forget who it was. Was it Travolta?
Samuel L.
Travolta
Jackson?
shoots the old boy in the back of the car, and they go to Quentin Tarantino's house in L.A., and they're cleaning everything up, and they get the car looking good. They get all the brains off of the back of the windshield.
Sounds like
the
a good old fun family.
Well, they accidentally shot.
Thanksgiving Eve.
He was driving, Bodie hit a bump, and he was talking to him with his gun in his hand and accidentally shot him in the face.
So it was an accidental shooting.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fair.
And so they go there. They've got blood splattered everywhere. They have to go there, scrape it all out. Anyway, he gets some, the car cleaned up. They get cleaned up, and they send in the wolf. And the wolf comes in there, and he's the fix-it man. And he makes a comment about, let's just not start servicing each other just yet. We still have to get this thing to like the impound lot to be able to drop it off. And there's a term he used, and Schwartz actually played that clip, I think, for us because we were like 5-0, maybe we just beat the Bears. And he's like, I know that we're in a good spot, but let's not get to this point just yet.
All right.
But nonetheless, Bruce Thornton. I don't know how we got it. Bob, we were for Bruce Thornton to play the Dance Amateur for the first time, and you went to Pulp Fiction with brains on the window.
You're trying to put him in. It's going to be great when he plays his first tournament game. I hope so. I'm hoping nothing happens. You go to bed as questionable, you wake up as probable. It's an NBA championship head coach that said that.
Cody in chat says, Winston Wolf. He solves problems.
He does. Send in the Wolf. It's 20 minutes away. I'll be there in 5.
The only clips I've seen from that are when they go to the guy's house and he's eating food or something, and he's
Big
like
Kahuna Burger.
Whatever it was.
It's a Hawaiian burger joint.
And then I've seen the clips from when
You know what they call a quarter pounder?
I understand. Yes,
in New Amsterdam,
Royale or something like that.
A Royale with cheese. You know why that is?
And then I saw
the metric system. Exactly.
I don't know.
I think it's term correctamundo.
The scene where Bruce Willis is imprisoned at some point. Somebody else is doing something to somebody else, and then he goes up there and gets a sword.
Prison.
Well, not imprisoned. I said imprisoned. I mean, like he was capped. He was like
he's in a basement.
No,
he's in a basement in
yeah.
East LA, in a pawn shop. Spider's caught himself a couple of flies.
Ving Rhames in there also,
What are
right?
we gonna do? Yeah, Ving Rhames was in there. What are we going to do with him? Have the gimp watch him.
And they get he goes up there, gets a sword or whatever, and comes down and makes some hay.
Yep, of course.
And then I saw the scene in the restaurant at I got to believe it's near the end. Where
that's the very end. That's the last scene. But ironically, that scene happens in the middle of the movie. The movie's all out of order. That's how
then I can't watch it.
That's how Quentin Tarantino does it.
I can't. Then Bob, that right there is why I haven't watched it then. That's why I haven't. That's why I can't watch it.
It's too much organization, executive function for your brain. It's
Toy
okay.
Story 5 comes out this year, I think, which I'm excited about. But yes, I'm excited though. Even though you're trying to injure Bruce Thornton ahead of time,
I'm not trying.
I'm excited.
The world
I know,
happens.
but you brought it up though, Bob, and that's going to jinx it now. Just like Shark did the thing with Bieber, you're doing the same thing with Bruce Thornton. I just want you to know, Bob, you are revered.
You are loved him today.
You are loved in Central Ohio by most people. Okay, loved, and if Bruce Thornton now gets hurt, you'll be like Shark jinxing Shane Bieber. Are you ready to carry that burden?
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Okay. Glad to hear that. By the way, today is an Ask AJ Friday, so that means the next segment is going to be What's Got You Juice. We will tell you all about that. We'll see if we get emotional, Bob. We'll find out about that. Morning Juice.
You served behind the desk. You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got
loved one to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Around the world, Children International and friends like you are giving children in poverty a chance to grow and thrive. to be healthy, to succeed in school, and achieve great things. How do we do it? In the best way possible, by helping ensure access to healthcare, nutrition, and educational opportunities. And most importantly, by empowering youths and their families to get out of poverty and into employment through life skills, computer, and job training. The very tools they need to break the cycle of poverty and build futures full of promise. Because every child deserves a chance to realize their full
home, safe at school, and safe online.
Hope means walking this path together, all of us. Because when we work together, we can do so much more.
That's right. Hope includes you.
Child Fund, because we need each other.
To learn how Child Fund works with children in 23 countries to help them achieve their full potential, visit childfund.org. That's childfund.org.
Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
All right. Normally, this is the last segment of the program, but on Fridays, we know it's an AJ Hawk Ask AJ Day. So we're going to do this right now. What's got you juiced?
What's got you juiced?
Sponsored by Newman Roofing. For all your roofing, gutter, or siding needs, call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Bobby, it is Friday.
Oh, yes, it is Friday. Bucks had practice yesterday, last practice for spring break. They got a little lift, a little meet. They'll be out of here. They've got spring break here this week. I've got spring break here this week. Excited for that. My wife is probably at the airport right now. She's flying down to Atlanta to watch my daughter play a little lacrosse, and they'll be joining us on Sunday down in St. Thomas. So excited about that. That's got me juiced. Juiced to watch the Buckeyes here at noon today. Get that rolling. It's juiced because it's a Friday and staring down the barrel of, you do today in history. And what is today? The 13th. And the next time I'm firing one at you, Bodie, is the 23rd. So that
man.
Yeah, that feels pretty good. Be the 82nd day of the year at that point. 18 days till you get to a hundo. I mean,
Jason Witten.
Yeah, we're cruising. There you go. We're cruising right along at that point. So that's got me juiced in a big way as well. And hopefully the Buckeyes just cruising along. I mean, if you're not juiced about that, then you're not living. You might be on your way to the grave. Either way, I don't give a damn what you're entitled to.
By the way, you looked at me when you said, I saw it. I wasn't looking at you. You looked at me when you said going to the grave. You turned to me first before you said something else.
Well, yeah, of course.
I picked up on it, Bob, just so you know.
That's good. I'm glad that your power of observation.
Picking up what you're putting down. I got self-awareness.
So that's got me juiced today. What Bodie Schleiss got to say?
I would be maniacal. I would be fanatical. Box them out the gym. Toughness. Rebound coach. I mean, I'm only 6'1". Never played basketball, but I was a wrestler. I don't know if that helps, but I tell you what, I can watch film and dissect how to box people out.
His 5'10"
The rebound coach. Oh, his lack of arms is even more impressive than his
it's not
height.
just height. I think it's the
T-Rex.
The length is plays a big factor there in basketball.
The girth helps offset it, though, I think.
Well, I had some juice today, guys, on this Friday. Super Juice said it's Friday, of course. Best day of the work week. I am still pretty drugged up. At this point, basically, if I don't have some sort of Advil, ibuprofen in my system, my head still starts to just 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10 on the pain scale. So that hasn't been very fun to deal with.
I know what happens to the rock stars and the former NFL players.
I'm kind of hitting a point where I'm just more upset, not about the pain, but just wondering what is wrong with me. I'm not, my normal just day-to-day life, but with
getting
this
full off pills,
head/neck injury that I just cannot seem to get rid of. But the good news is I at least have found some sort of way to subdue it, at least for the time being. So that's been great. Watched a lot of college basketball yesterday. Was just kind of chilling on the couch, watched a good bit of games, including, got to be honest, didn't really catch much until the very end of the Ohio State game because I was asleep. But they got the job done there. What else? I saw Wisconsin nearly destroy. Who did they play? Washington, and then damn near give it all away at the very end. Duke pulled one out against Florida State last night as well.
Florida State have been playing well.
Yeah, even though their record hasn't been great this year. So gonna watch a bunch more today. And not the,
Did you watch any Thrones yesterday?
I did not, because I was watching the games. I was just kind of chilling and
we can do for the rest of the segment.
that. And you mentioned how the last few episodes are so good. I wanted to have time to just sit down and bang them out kind of at one time if possible. So that's definitely going to happen this weekend.
And you'll probably need a decompression period after where you'll just stare blankly at a wall for about an hour.
Might be good for my head too, honestly. I don't know, man.
Digest what you've just seen.
I might just go sit in a dark room and black out curtains and just think about life there for a minute. So definitely knock that out at some point this weekend. And I will say, Tito, and Bob, if you're bored Tuesday morning next week, I was taking a peek ahead to some of the Today in History for next week. Big day on Tuesday.
Really?
Not because it's St. Patty's Day, but got a big birthday. I'll tell you what, we can give a little teaser. Why not? Because we'll hit it again.
A little trailer?
Yeah, it's a man who's played many roles. He was Star-Lord's father. He was in Tombstone, I believe. But most importantly,
Kurt Russell.
Turning 75 years old, I think it was. I think it will be on Tuesday.
Because the legs feed the wolf, gentlemen. You guys don't want to work during the game? No problem. We'll work now. Go on. That one.
And one more, just for good measure.
No. I want to see that kid in the net who wouldn't take the test.
Some good news on Tuesday, Thitoff. We'll just play the movie
segment. I didn't know he's a Saturday birthday. Like that, or
Tuesday
or not
or
Saturday.
St. Patty's.
St. Patty's Day. My daughter's a St. Patty's Day birthday. That's a good one.
You know what? That's a good birthday to share for McLean there. So
have you
good
ever
for her
seen Big Trouble in Little China? That's a Kurt Russell movie. Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good. Like not like artistic good, just like entertaining.
Yeah, just check
Big Trouble in Little China.
Hey,
it's really good. Yeah.
I think I said this. I said it off the air the other day, maybe, but one of the smartest things I've ever heard anybody say in my life was Beamer was talking one morning on Morning Juice a couple years ago, and he's like, "Not every movie's good, but about 90% of movies are entertaining." And I'm like, that's pretty good, Beamer.
It's like a mid-'80s movie, Big Trouble in Little China. With Kurt
all right,
Russell.
there you go. So that all has me juiced it off on this wonderful Friday.
I know you didn't mention the Boston loss.
Yeah, that was one.
Tatum
I didn't get
out.
to see any of it, and Derek White didn't play either.
Right.
When I saw the highlights this morning, and I only basically saw the end, like, come on, man. Let them play.
Man.
Let the boys play. Like, you ruin a game. That's twice in a row now. Jalen gets kicked out on Tuesday night against San Antonio, which is just ridiculous. And then last night to end a game on a foul like that is just,
They were ahead going to the fourth quarter, lost 104-102 on the road to OKC. No shame in that.
Oh, yeah,
no, no shame. Brown had 34 points in that game, but on the other side of Oklahoma City Thunder's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander set a record. Bob, I don't know if you know this or not. He scored.
Broke his Wilts.
Yeah, at least 20 points.
20,000 and one.
He scored at least 20 points in his 127th straight game, which broke Wilt's record. So that's no joke. To score at least 20 in every NBA game you play in for 127 straight, that's pretty impressive on that one. So, granted, I wanted Boston to win, but it's still a cool record, though, for SGA there. What else has me juiced? Let's see. The Buckeye basketball team, even though Bob has already injured Bruce Thornton and kept him out of the NCAA tournament, I'm still going to watch today and enjoy that. They're a 11.5 or 12.5 point dog against Michigan.
Good. Give me the points.
You want the points there.
Yeah.
Get Lee Sterling on, see what he wants to do. But he'd probably say the wrong team's favored, right? I think the Ohio State, though, I'm looking forward to today's game. I am so happy they're at 21 wins now. I am so happy they're locked into the NCAA tournament. No matter what happens today, they are in. I'm excited about that. Bobby, we're going to have Ohio State men's and women's both in the NCAA tournament, I think for the first time since 22.
Well, I think the women have been making it every year.
Right. That's look, Bob.
Doesn't really a back and forth situation.
The record for brothers home runs in Major League Baseball history career is Hank Aaron and Tommy Aaron, with Hank with his 755 and then whatever Tommy had. So that's like say, that's what I would say right now, that Ohio State women are Hank Aaron and the men are Tommy Aaron in that stat I just threw out there at you. But nonetheless, it was fun watching basketball yesterday. It'll be fun today. I love all 4 Big Ten games. That should be fun to watch as well. I am excited also about we have no sports this weekend, Bob. Nothing. So on we got my mom's celebration of life on Saturday, so that'll take up part of Saturday. But no youth sports on Saturday or Sunday.
Where are we at on the game situation?
I haven't had the direct conversation with my wife, but my sister. My sister. I'm sorry, my sister.
Is that the same person?
I say same thing, right? West Virginia.
Speaking of Game of Thrones.
Does that happen in Game of Thrones too? Is there incest going on?
Yes, there is.
Spoiler alert again.
They didn't even share a womb.
I don't need to hear all that.
Close.
Okay, I don't know that. Anyway, but the fact that I've got one of my best friends who's going to come to the thing, I think that what I need to do is make him say, "Hey, I want to see how the game's going." I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to go there and support my friend. He's supporting me."
It's like, are you guys in like a back room where there is no TVs? You're locked in a closet like Mario Chalmers with no basketballs?
Right. I think there will be a TV everywhere we're at. It's just how much attention can I pay to it? You know what I mean? That's the big question. How much attention can I pay?
Well, that's the skill of being able to be in a conversation, talk, and multitask. Make sure that you're connected to the people that are there, but also have one eye on the game.
Right. Bob, Miami of Ohio lost yesterday.
Yep.
They lost to UMass.
Ran out of luck.
And now 31-1.
Someone said that if they didn't make the MAC championship, they probably wouldn't get in.
I've heard that. Your Highness texted me yesterday as soon as it was over and said, "No way Miami gets in."
No way.
That's what he said.
You know what? He had Ohio State at 96% before
I
the
know
Purdue
he did.
games.
I know. And I hate going against Your
argue.
Highness, but I can't believe, Bob, we're in a world where a 31-1 MAC team does not get into the tournament.
Well, that might be the world we're living in.
Yeah.
And some people say you get the world you deserve.
I am excited also. I'm juiced, I guess is the right word to use, about this weekend. Because Sunday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are going to be long for me because Sunday I'll be up late watching and analyzing the NCAA tournament bracket.
So what about Monday and Tuesday?
Okay. Glad you asked, Bob. I think Monday I've got some kind of thing here with some guys, some fan, like a player draft. And it starts after my bedtime where it's a contest like,
Let's take a nap.
Yeah, you're right. My wife loves when I take naps during the day when there's stuff to be done around the house and out in the yard.
It's your off day.
Sure it is. Tell my wife I have an off. Ask my wife if I have an off day or not. She will tell you.
Get it done on Saturday.
And
you just told me no sports this weekend.
Bob, you don't think that the chore list for the family is Pellegrini? It's a mile long already.
Like that she gives you a chore list like a child.
I'm not saying she gives us a chore. It's not a physical chore list, Bob. It's just like a mental thing of like what she wants to have done around the house by everybody. There's plenty of stuff to be done. And so, depending on the weather, that would also my brother and nieces are in town for the celebration of life, so that'll take up some of my time as well. And then Tuesday, I've got another thing with Your Highness's contest, I think, where I've got to be online at like 10 o'clock Eastern time in the evening.
These all sound like choices to me.
But Bob,
do you really need to do a player draft for college basketball?
I won it last year. I would feel bad if I didn't do it this year. It's just integrity, Bob.
What's the thing with Your Highness?
Your Highness got something. So one of the guys in the chat who loves Your Highness and has made money off Your Highness, he entered this contest with Your Highness, this thing they were doing. And it's picking just a straight-up winner in all the top 25 games over like 2 weeks, culminating this Sunday. And then you get to, based on how you do in those picks, you get to pick which team you want in the NCAA tournament or teams you want. It's like a team draft. And so he asked me, he said, "Hey, I paid for it. Go in there and make the picks for me, and I'll split the money with you." So that's on
proxy.
Yes, that's on Tuesday. Yes, proxy.
At 10 o'clock at night?
I think it's 10 o'clock Eastern time, which would be 7 o'clock his time.
Your Highness is out west.
Yeah.
I know. And by the way, Your Highness can come on next Tuesday. Listen, everybody, if you're looking for the Brody Thursday, it won't happen next week. Your Highness will be in Vegas. He's going to come on Tuesday at 7:25. And if you're looking for me to tell you what we're going to talk about and how it will go, I have no idea. NCAA tournament, but who knows where else it goes on that one because it is Your Highness, and we're not sure on that. And a teaser also.
Some flight plans.
We will have Your Highness in here April 7th on a Tuesday, live in studio. He is flying in. We'll do some kind of event on the 6th. Not an official fan event. This will not be endorsed, sponsored, promoted, or probably encouraged by the fan.
I mean, it could be. Take it to sales team. Take it to Fish. See what he says.
I don't know about that. Anyway, so that'll happen on National Championship night on April 5th. Bobby and Bodie have already said they are scared and will not go out. But I will
what
be
if
out
the
there.
Buckeyes are playing?
You still won't go out.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No question about that.
That'd be great, yeah.
I'll be in bed. Yeah. But
Bodie has to get in here at like 4 a.m.
What we could, the event would certainly bolster in attendance if Ohio State was still playing.
We're going to find a bar/restaurant to where we can go and people can come out.
420 friendly.
Yes, probably 4. Anyway, you can come out. I'm sure some juicers will come out there. I'm sure some the people in the community with Your Highness will come out as well. But that'll be on April 5th. We got to just figure out how many people. We don't know how many people are going to come. That's the problem. Like, I don't know if it'll be 20, if it'll be 50. I have no idea.
Your Highness, he'll crunch the the and get it.
I'm sure he will.
It's probably out there for
That's what we'll do. That will be. But that's the thing. Okay, so Monday we're going to do that April 5th, April 6th, and then April 7th, whatever it is, the next day. We will end up.
He'll be here.
He'll be in the studio. Yes.
Oh yeah, right next to me.
Yes, right next to you.
Open chair.
Or maybe not. Maybe next. Whatever. We'll see where we're going to be. Anyway, coming up next, Ask AJ. Morning Juice.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
We ask parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad. And I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Tito has had 2 wives. They've both been named Heather. If you know someone named Heather, please warn her. This is Morning Juice.
Morning Juice. It's the final segment on a Friday. I don't know if this guy knows how important he is to us on a Friday at this time, but here he is.
A man with many career other achievements. Leading tackler in Centerville football history. Leading tackler in Green Bay Packers history. Still afraid of Larry Knopfsinger. And the crowning achievement, the third member of the Island Boys, A.J. Hawk.
He joins us now from parts unknown, A.J. Hawk. A.J., this popped into my head this morning because often on Friday mornings, the first thing I think about when I wake up is A.J. Hawk and what questions I can ask him. Who is the most famous person you've ever met?
Oh, man. I mean, that's a great question. No one crazy. I don't think. Man, now that you say that, it's tough to think even back if I haven't met anyone super famous, I guess. But you know, one that one of the early ones that we got to actually watch a show up close and personal was Bret Michaels. I know it sounds funny saying that now, but back in 2008, we got to see him play at the Oneida Casino in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and kind of go do the whole thing, get to see him beforehand. I think one time there's 8 or 10 of us from the Packers that were out, we're on stage at the encore, and he was trying to get us to sing and stuff. Obviously, I didn't do a whole lot. I hung in the back, but we had some guys on the team that got up there and took the mic and tried to sing during his encore.
Pips.
So they tried to sing. Why did you hang back, AJ, and not sing?
Well, I was not. I didn't volunteer to go on stage, and I was kind of pushed into it. And it wasn't really my thing at the time. I was like, hey, they're here to see you, Brett. They want to see you. We need to hear you singing. And I had some teammates that were like, absolutely not. Let's go. We're doing this. And so I wanted to be a decent teammate, but I didn't really want to grab the mic and try to, I can't match his stage presence, Bob. You know that. I mean, you're a guy with great stage presence, and I just that's not my thing.
You told me you've been working on what I believe he called the side snake, that little side shuffle that we've been talking about, where he kind of weaves back and forth with the mic stand.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Isn't that a good move? I mean, now that I think about it, is he 60 years old now? He might be.
He's got to be close.
It was a long time ago when I was watching, but he's still playing shows and he still loves the Steelers. He's still a big NFL fan. So, yeah, he's still doing it.
AJ, you said you don't like to sing necessarily, but let's say you enjoyed singing, you really like singing, and then your wife said to you, you can't sing anymore. Would that bother you, or would you still try to sing?
I would still be singing. If I was a good singer, no one can tell me that I can't sing. How are they going to do? You got to sew my mouth shut? You can't stop me. She wouldn't want to stop me either. So that's the thing. I tell my kids, they hear me sing sometimes in the car, usually Dave Matthews Band, and they always tell me how terrible I am. And I use that as a lesson to, I'm like, doesn't matter, guys. I'm practicing. I'm going to practice and become one of the best singers ever. And they're like, well, it doesn't work like that. I said, I don't care. I'm going to get better, though. I said, I'm going to get better. If I practice, I will get better. I know that much. And so I just try to keep telling them that. I've been telling them that for 10 years, and I've probably gotten worse. But I don't know. Maybe someday there's a breakthrough I can make, and all of a sudden I'll be a decent singer.
So you talked about getting your mouth sewn shut. Is the zipper mouth mask akin to that?
No, I don't know. I did take Hendrix, my 13-year-old, to see Scream 7 when we were in.
Cullen saw that.
We were in Louisville for a 7-on-7 tournament a couple weekends ago, and he'd been wanting to see it, and we went. It was, you know what? It was an entertaining movie. It really was.
It? Okay,
yeah,
so
I don't know the expectations I had going in. They were pretty low, but it was almost 2 hours long. It's pretty long, and we were both glad we went. It's extra gory in certain parts.
Really?
Some of the killing is just over the top. I think they knew what they were doing. It was funny to watch. One girl early on got her whole. She was floating from this theater stage, and all of a sudden, boom! They slice her, and all of her organs fall out.
Oh wow!
Crazy over the top gory type killing.
But how would you compare it to the original? I watched the first 3. I haven't seen any of them since then. But this, Courtney Cox and Nev Campbell are in this one, correct?
Yeah, Nev Campbell is the main character. It's about her and then her daughter, and her husband is Joel McHale, and he's a cop in this one. So it was fun to see Joel McHale pop up there and have a nice role. But it's Courtney Cox and Nev Campbell. A lot of the old gang is back in town for this one. So I only really remember Scream 1. I didn't even realize this was the 7th one until my kids started telling me. But I was a fan, man. Maybe they'll make an 8th. I don't know.
So Cullen was pretty excited. It's rated R, so you have to be 17, and him and his friends snuck in and saw it. So, and I told him, I was like, dude, scream. I mean, it's just people getting cut in half. I mean, there wasn't anything like sexually inappropriate in there, was there?
No, there wasn't anything like that. It was all just people getting decapitated and, put on a stake and, cut open. Yeah, stuff like that. Nothing too serious.
What, do you guys celebrate your, I don't know what to call it, your wedding anniversary, your wedding anniversary on the 17th, or do you guys only celebrate earlier in whenever?
They get married St. Patrick's
July.
Day?
We since we kind of have 2 wedding dates, it's one of those things where it's almost like you don't celebrate either of them because there's 2. If you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks. Maybe it's that kind of thing. But if we tend to celebrate the one in July more than this one coming up on March 17th. But we try to do something. We'll see. I tell you, this one came out of nowhere. It's like Saturday's already the St. Patty's Day parade. Yeah. Here in Dublin, which I was like, geez, that I had no clue. I just learned of that like a day ago.
Wait, two anniversaries?
Yeah, we got married in the courthouse up in Green Bay in July, right before my first training camp. But that was just like me and her, and my brother was actually a witness.
Okay.
And then March 17th, we did the full go wedding back here in Columbus with all of our friends. We're, back at the Marriott in Dublin, and Bob got to take a little lap in the fountain towards the end of our reception. So that was the one for all of us.
A lap in the fountains.
Well, I don't know, Bob, if you told him or not. There's a nice fountain out there, and Bob was just testing out, I guess, the temperature of the water, kind of cruising around a little bit later on in the reception.
Well, I think there was a challenge where you won't get in the fountain. It's like, hell, if I won't get in the fountain, I mean, it's right here. What are they going to do? Throw me out? The wedding, it's basically over. They're kicking us out anyway. And I think I was talking to Judy and Marte Parte and just hanging out there with one final cocktail on the end of the night.
Yeah. Got to cool down a little bit.
So this year will be 20 for you in July. That's pretty wild then, Age.
Yeah, it is.
Never thought you'd make it that long.
Wow. Whoa.
That's what everyone says. But yeah, you get married young. I got lucky. This is the only one that would have lasted this long. I promise you that. This wouldn't have worked with anybody else but Laura. So I'm very thankful.
I thought she would have murdered you by now.
Oh, well.
Still time?
I just thought of Dwight Schrute. Well, if I'm dead, you have been dead for weeks. That's all. Me and her say that to each other all the time.
Let's do this because we like to do it on a Friday.
If you come to a fork in the road, ask AJ. He'll help you know. Helmet shining, number 47 bold. He'll point you right where you should go. Just ask AJ.
Interesting one here from Little Italy, who you helped get married in one way, shape, or form. If you could replace the cheesehead hats with any other food items hat, what would it be?
Ooh, cheeseheads those are pretty iconic situation in Green Bay. I do like them. It'd have to be some kind of booze, some kind of alcohol, because Green Bay people, they're the nicest people on the planet, and they love alcohol as well, a lot of them. Not like an out-of-control way, but they have a very healthy relationship, I feel. So maybe some kind of Wisconsin drink or whatever. They have the mason jars where they soak the fruit in vodka. They're big into that, too, whatever that's called.
That's good. I had a piece of pineapple like that from Rusty Bucket last weekend.
The vodka, yeah.
Yeah, it was
good stuff.
It's a potable, to say the least. You guys you got any sports coming up this weekend, Age? I mean, I know we got spring break on the horizon. When's that for you guys as well?
That's at the end, the very end of March going into April. Spring break is coming up. And then, we got some basketball this weekend. AAU's kicking off. We got some family coming in town from Kentucky going to stay with us as well. So they'll be here later this afternoon or tonight. So it should be fun. I got three kids that are around some of my kids' ages, so it's going to be a fun weekend. I have no idea what the weather is going to be like, but it should be fun.
You said you've got family coming in. Does AJ Hawk prefer to host or be a guest?
Ooh,
I'd rather host. I think I don't. when I go, especially as an adult, and you stay at somebody else's place, you never really know. Like, I'm hungry a lot, so if I don't bring enough bars or whatever, like, I don't want to be rummaging around someone's kitchen at midnight trying to find something to eat or make myself some scrambled eggs. So I like to host because my wife's she enjoys that as well and takes care of people. And so I think having people here is one of my favorite things.
Do you bring the plastic bed sheet to make sure you don't destroy their mattress with all the fluids?
No, we don't.
Plastic
but
or rubber?
Right. It might be a good idea. Luckily, I think all my kids, we're out of the woods on at least pee in the bed.
I was talking about you and Laura.
Oh,
yeah, I know, Bob. I know where you were. I know where you were trying to get to, but no. No, I did not bring any plastic bed sheets. I was going to ask a question to you, Bob. I'm going to hold back. Maybe next week we'll discuss something else.
Bob will be here next week. That's what I was going to ask you next. Are you going to be here next week on Friday again with Bob not being here?
I should be. Yeah, I should be here.
That's fantastic.
Is there anything going on I don't know about? Is the world ending and I don't know?
I just appreciate the fact you're a gamer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah. It'll be. I'm not sure. Like I said, this whole St. Patty's Day thing really crept up on me. I love St. Patty's Day too.
Your wife and your brother-in-law, they're like the king and queen of Dublin St. Patty's Day. How could that have snuck up on you?
I guess I'm just really in the moment, to tell you the truth, Bob. There's so much with my kids' schedules going on. I'm like, hey, tell me what we got in the next 10 minutes. What do we have? And so that's kind of how my life is, I feel like. And I kind of like it that way. But Laura and I were walking actually the other night. A lot of times we go on walks at night, and we stopped by Brady's house, my brother-in-law, and he was like, well, you guys going to the parade Saturday? And I was like, what parade for what? St. Patty's Day. What are you talking about? And I started thinking, wow, it is. We're getting into March right now. So yeah, I gotta find a balance of living in the moment, but also being aware of like these great holidays that I enjoy.
Yeah. Do you wear green on St. Patrick's Day?
Oh yeah, I will. I'm all in for that. We do green pancakes. I'll put green dye in the toilets and tell them that little leprechauns took a leak in there. All that stuff.
Oh, so leprechauns have green tea. I didn't realize.
Know that either. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah,
you guys should try it.
Let me ask you this before we get you out of here. Max Crosby reportedly failed that physical with Baltimore. I mean, AJ, would you ever let yourself fail a physical in your life?
No way. I mean, we know you don't give them any information. If they ask you any question, I feel great. This is amazing. No, I've never had any aches or pains in my life. But with Max, yeah, I mean, once they start scanning you and they're trying to interpret the MRIs and the X-rays, yeah, there's some foolishness going on with his whole situation. I don't understand how it works, but yeah, when in doubt, don't tell any NFL doctor anything. Don't do their job for them. Make them do their job.
AJ, keep on singing. We love when you sing. It's good for the soul. Don't let anybody ever tell you can't sing, AJ, because you can sing as far as I'm concerned. Have a great weekend, and watch out for the leprechaun pee, and we talk next Friday.
All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Happy St. Patty's Day.
There we go. That was AJ Hawk. Yeah. AJ Hawk there, Bob. What question was he going to ask you, I wonder? Will you share it on Twitter or social media?
I was trying to think something about, I don't know. Who knows? Probably about, what's the difference between
okay, Bob. So I was going to ask
the
AJ
difference
this.
between the difference between chickpeas and garbanzo beans.
No, listen, Bob. I was going to ask AJ this question.
Probably
this is how I was
involves
phrase
some
it.
sort of defecation on one another with my wife and I, or something.
I was going to say to AJ. I'm sorry, Johnny Depp. I was going to say to AJ. Do you know why we celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Because I don't, but I'm sure Bob does. I am sure you know. Am I wrong on that? If I'm wrong, then I'm an idiot. But I figured you would know.
I had looked this up before. I want to say he's the guy that they said drove all the snakes out of Scotland, but I think that might be, or Ireland. That might be.
The Pied Piper?
Yeah, that might be ambitious. I forget what it is.
Okay. I don't know the slightest reason why we celebrate
There's like
St.
a real
Patrick's
reason
Day.
behind it. But.
And then I thought if you didn't know, Bodie should know because he's a Notre Dame guy.
Well, spring practice starts next Wednesday.
There we go.
Too,
That's a big deal. You're right. Late, but whatever. I don't know why you're starting so late. You didn't have postseason, but you probably should have started back. You could have started back in January.
Originally a solemn religious feast, evolved into a global celebration of Irish culture heritage, featuring parades, popular green tradition, beer, commemorating St. Patrick's death, commemorates the death of St. Patrick. According to legend, died on March 17th. He's revered for bringing Christianity to Ireland during using the shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity.
Shamrock.
There you go.
He would have loved C.J. Carr.
He would have loved Steve Kerr too, I guess, probably, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Steve Kerr's promoting that
Those
year
things
round.
go hand in hand.
So I did not know until today, Bob, the Leprechaun's pea green.
I don't know if anybody knows that.
That right there that's something that should be
Speculation.
more. That feels like a clip for social media that AJ Hawk has announced that Leprechaun's pea green.
Eric Cartman caught a leprechaun one time on South Park.
Did he?
Won a bet, yeah. I can't share what he
How about this?
That's fine.
won.
However, there has
winning
been
that bet.
criticism of St. Patrick's Day celebrations for having become too commercialized in their connections to the, quote, drinking culture and fostering their negative stereotypes of Irish people.
I
thought this was America.
I don't know if it's negative. Look, we talk about St. Patrick's Day. We have a day we talk about the Irish.
I mean,
Fighting
look.
Irish.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
There we go.
All right, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bobby, enjoy your week off. We will have a plethora of hosts next week with me. Bodie will be here, though. Juicers, thank you so much. Thank you to AJ Hawk. Thank you to all our guests this week. We're back